So, hi everyone, this is me, Mubina. So, what is the thing is that since the exams are very near and the Mcom students, all these students will be very much hurried about thinking that what to do, what regarding the examination, how to score better marks, and how to be a star topper or else just to pass. So, my tutorial guarantees you that how to score in ignou University like a rock star. You need not offer any other text or you need not to do anything which is very Herculeous. Since the exams are very near, just going through the material itself, we are able to score more than 75%. And very day we can decide that let's divide the days into 7 days each, and we together can score good marks. So the first theory for the second year ignou University will be organization theory and behavior, which is MC01. And we all know that one subject is divided into 6 textbooks, that is MC01 and organization theory and behavior, and 5 more texts. Today, as it's the first part, we can go to the very important repeated questions of the ignou University, that is, what is organization? Since you can imagine that this is a repeat question, because what is, or the name of the subject itself is organization theory. The name of the subject itself is organization theory. At that time, most of the time the repeated question has come as what is an organization, or as what is an organization, and what is the role of the manager in an organization. I will repeat the question. What is an organization and what are the roles of the manager in an organization? So for the answer for that question is, the question is what is an organization and what are the role of the managers in an organization. So we can see that MCO01 organizational theory, page number 6 is the answer for that. So my criteria is that in every part I will be explaining to you the important questions with the answers and with the material page number. I think it will benefit for me as well as you. So let's start the session. What is an organization? So definitely, simply by going through the textbook itself, that is from here page number 6 and page number 7, before why is the study of the organization needed, before that itself, if you write means you will get sufficient amount of score, because almost 20 is the maximum marks. More than 10 you can go for this session, and role of the managers is another session, so it's very easy to score. So let's start the session without a delay. So here you can see that what do you mean by an organization? What do you mean by an organization? Here you can see I have put the word mark, that is for Stoner, Freeman, Gilbert, Robbins, Brown and Moberg, Hicks, Brown and Moberg, and so there are 5 persons explanation altogether, which we have to keep in mind. First, we can go for the explanation of the Stoner, Freeman, and Gilbert. Even though if the name of the persons you're not remembering, it's fine. But what is the thing is that you have to create a code and study for that. First, understand the meaning, create a code, and go for scoring the better mark. So let's start with the Stoner, Freeman, and Gilbert. Go for it. Stoner, Freeman, Gilbert describe that an organization, 2 or more people work together in a structured way to achieve a specified goal or a set of goals. Through this description, certain salient features of an organization emerge. These are. So before going on to the this whatever statement they have said, whatever statement this Stoner, Freeman, Gilbert had said is given in the black dotted as the point wise. This is a statement, and this is the short summary points or the short note for the statement given for them. So let's start. It describes an organization. So before going on to the explanation, I would like to give an example which you have to take it. So for example, that if you're going to start a office, if you, for example, if you're going to start an office, for example, if you're going to start an office, for that is like maybe a newspaper press, you have to think, okay, newspaper press, you're going to think first in that what we need, the basic thing is that we need the instruments over there. We need the journalist, we need the reporters, we need the newspaper, we need the editors, we need the ink, and every instruments are needed. So we cannot say that I am going to start a newspaper company, and a newspaper is there named as something. It's not like that. Behind that, a particular group of people or a particular group of organization should be there. If the journal is not working properly, he's not working sincerely, my newspaper concept is going to be an utter failure. So you have to think that that is the Stoner, Freeman, and Gilbert describe that organization is a combination of two or more people together. Taking my example, we can take the example which is that organization, that is my newspaper company, it should be more than combination of two or more people working together. That is the, who is that, journalist, editor, and everything in a structured way. It should be definitely in a structured way. Structured way means what is that, in a compiled way, in a discussed way. It should be going to achieve a specified goal or a set of goal. What is my goal? To start a newspaper company. Through this description, certain salient features of an organization emerge. These are the main thing. One thing is that, so what we can say is an organization of two or more people who work together in such a way to achieve a specified goal. Many people are working together to achieve a specified goal. So organization, by hearing the word itself, you can understand, say, group of something as happening. So now let's go to the point wise description. That is, organization is a conglomerate of multiple number of person. Look here, I have said that organization is a combination of two or more people who work together. Conglomerate means, the word meaning of the word conglomerate is, it is a mixture of multiple number of person. Mixture of multiple number of person. So organization is definitely a mixture of multiple number of person. If you are starting an organization, definitely many people are there, the reputation came. And this one, for example, like if I'm opening a newspaper organization, if I don't have any, if I am the head of the newspaper, and if I don't have any connection with the journalist or the newspaper boy or something else, my newspaper is going to be an utter failure, isn't it? So relationship among the people working together is defined through a structure. Relationship among the people is very much needed, and that also through a defined structure. Look again, it's a repetition. I have said you, whatever statement has given over here, it is the repetition. For example, like look, organization is a combination of two or more people. Here look, it comes like organization is a conglomerate of multiple number of persons. Conglomerate means what? It is a mixture of multiple number of persons. And again comes here to achieve a specific goal. Here the next come to work together structure. Relationship among the people work together structure. So you may ask that why is it needed? Like it is the repetition. No. When we are going for writing a 10 marks, we need to know something very basic over that. We cannot write something very utter blunter. That's the reason that we are feeling, and ignou is one of the university which go for the strict correction. So work together in a structured way. Here it has been given in short, and the explanation of this is over here, that a relationship among the people working together defined through a structure. Structure should be there, as well as relationship among the people, as already said. And also this sentence not much important. Then such structure may be relatively rigid, as in the case of formal, that you all know. If we are behaving formally, we are very rigid. And if it's loose, we are informal, isn't it? When we are rigid, when the structure is rigid, it may be informal. When we are in the office and we seems to be working and we seems to be very much strict or kind of rigid and all. But when it comes to the friends or informal world, or when it comes to the informal way of speaking, we are very loose. That's it. The structure can be rigid if it's in the formal, and the structure can be loose if it's in the informal structure. And the most important, the third point, what is that? First point is this one: two or more people is the first one, and the other one is structured way is the second one, and the next comes word specific goal is the third one, and then comes the explanation for the third one. What is that? Organization thrives to achieve planned goal. The goal may be singular or plural. Goal is in the fundamental elements of organization. The goal can be singular. The goal can be singular or plural. Goal is one of the fundamental elements of organization. As I have given you the examples of the newspaper, if the journalist is thinking that I need not to give any news to the particular person, I'm not interested, is there any use of that? Will my newspaper be surviving over there? At that time I should understand what is that. At that time I should realize the fact, what is that? I should maintain the relationship among the people, the head of the organization. I should always have an understanding, what is that? Organization should be a conglomerate of multiple number of person. Conglomerate means mixture of multiple number of person. If you will forget, I will just write it over there. Multiple number of person. Or else the last one is most important: organization strives to achieve planned goal. The goal may be singular or plural. Now going back to the session, that is, whose words are this? Stoner, Freeman, Gilbert. What is that? Stoner, Freeman, Gilbert. As you all know, since the exams are near, we cannot read everything, so I have created a small session for this one. For example, like organization, I have created this one. You can see here, organization means it's a combination of two or more way, structure, specified goal, and the explanation, conglomerate, mixture. Structure is rigid means it's a formal way. If the structure is loose means it's informal. Structure is planned, it's goal. It can be singular or plural. So during the exam, if I see this much session, I will be able to say to you the session till here without any failure. That's the thing. So this way the explanation of Stoner, Freeman, Gilbert. Now coming to the session of okay, I think all set. Yeah. Now coming to the explanation of Robbins. Robbins describe an organization as consciously coordinated social entity. The word is very different, very important. Consciously coordinated social entity. It's not like that what one day suddenly I got up from a bed and I thought that, yeah, I have to go for making a newspaper company. No, it's my conscious. It's not like suddenly one day I create a change. It's my consciousness. Conscious means with a plan, with my full on mind setting, I'm going for it. Understood? Coordinated social entity. I know that it's a social entity. It is a grouping of lot of number of people, and also there should be a coordination. If you are a careful reader, you can understand the meaning of this line is same as those, but Robinson has given in a bit different word. For example, like Robbins describe an organization consciously means what? With my full mind, with my full effort, I have did it. Understood? And it's a coordinated social entity. There should be a coordination among the social beings who can be that, definitely none other than the human beings, isn't it? So it describes an organization as a consciously coordinated social entity with a relatively identifiable boundary. Relatively identifiable boundary. And the boundary should be identifiable too. What do you mean by identifiable boundary? What do you mean by identifiable boundary? Identifiable boundary means, for example, newspaper organization. I should identify that who is working there, who is below me, who is responsible for, and so who is there for the what purpose and all. I should be able to identifiable boundary, let it comes to the work structure or let it be the name of the person or particular address. Understood? That function on a relatively continuous basis, that you all know. In order to achieve something we need a continuity. It's not like that one day I will start, next day I will stop, one day I will start, next day. It should be a relatively continuous basis to achieve a common goal or set of goal. If you notice, you can see that goal is same, social entity relationships are same, but Robinson, you cannot change the meaning given by a particular person. At that time, these words are essential. At least you have to remember this session, that is the stoner. Look here, stoner freeman from here to here. If you know this much, you can write it by yourself if the explanation was good enough from my side. Then comes to the Robinson. You have to know that here, here, understood, from here to here. At that time, you will be able to write it. But the thing is that this meaning is very essential. That is, Robin describe an organization as a consciously coordinated social entity. Robinson, what he's saying, it is not a sudden thing. It's a consciously coordinated social entity. Coordinated means there will be a coordination among social entity with, this is important, identifiable boundary. Everyone should be identified. Your work structure, your financial, your monetary, or let it be anything. You should be able to identify below. Everything should be under your control. You should have that capacity, that who is working or what is responsible, who is responsible, everything. That functions on a relatively continuous basis. That is common sense. If you are working in an organization, you have to achieve a common goal or set of goal. For that, at that time, it's like what you have to know that which organizations are following. Which organization? So what is that? It's a consciously coordinated social entity, and you should be able to. I am not looking at the textbook. I am saying